Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another episode of Arcane. This time we're on episode 7. So a lot of different things happened last episode. We had Heimerdinger get kicked off the council thanks to Jace. I know Jace is making a mistake with this. Heimerdinger, I don't know how the, average viewer feels about Heimerdinger. Let me know in the comments down below, of course. But I feel like Jace is making a pretty obviously huge mistake by kicking Heimerdinger off the council. So we're gonna see what the repercussions of that are. We had Vi and Jinx also meet up at the end of last episode, but then everything changed when the Firelights attacked. Yeah, it seems happy moments just aren't built to last in this world. Anyways, I'm excited to see where everything develops from here. Thank you all so much for joining me. If you want to check out the next episodes right now, they are over on my Patreon. Episode 8 is available on the Soul tier, and episode 9, which I believe is the final episode, is available right now on the Ascended tier. The Patreon editions are also extended length, meaning you get more reaction and more discussion, as well as clear, meaning you don't have to see any watermark over the video. It's the first link in the description, go check it out. I'm honestly pretty nervous about this one. People have said the last 3 episodes are the best in the entire series, and that's awesome, but it also just makes me wonder what in the world is going to happen. I'm ready to dive straight into it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let's check out Arcane. Alright, where are we going to pick up at? With the music video. Alright. This is the Firelights. This is cool. They look pretty cool. I really hope we get more information on them.
When were you planning to tell me that your lunatic sister works for him?
Just as soon as you came clean about what the hell you're really doing down here.
I told you the truth.
Bullshit. What was that glowing stone? That's what I thought.
Yep. Both hiding from each other. Can't work together that well. What do they want with them, I wonder? Trying to think if there's any actual reason. Maybe they think they're with Powder?
You shy? Or just ugly?
So we don't know who the identity of this person is. I theorized it might be Ekko, but that's not something I have any concrete proof. Maybe we're about to find out. Come on, please be. Yeah.
Good for a dead girl.
I didn't think it could be anybody else, to be honest. Ekko was really important. I know Ekko is a league champ. Weren't gonna just write him out of the story when he was a kid after everything that happened, and it aligns with who he was. So, man, so where's he gonna go in all of this? Whose side is he gonna be on? He has no reason to be against Vi, unless he's just misinformed about what happened. Maybe he's gonna get Vi to try and join them. I can't imagine Ekko would blame Vi for what happened. It wasn't really on her.
Ekko?
Though he doesn't look happy to see her.
Nothing. What the hell is this all about?
What were you doing with Jinx?
Her name is Powder, and I just found her when you and your goons showed up. It's me, Vi. Same person who used to take you down to the junk heap and hose you down when you got covered in grease.
That was a long time ago. People change.
Yeah, I'm getting that.
Are you
She knows all about that.
Fuck you.
I thought you were dead. Now you show up with a Pilty and give her a tour of the lanes?
You were following us. Why didn't you say something?
That's true. That doesn't look good for
I
her.
could trust you.
So you just come out swinging?
Gee, I wonder who I learned that from.
Yeah, right.
Should've learned
There's not one to
before. You
talk.
still punch like a little boy.
And you still block with your face.
I remember when you wouldn't stand up to me. I missed you, little man.
Oh, that's sweet. That's gonna get to him.
Those off.
Fascinating.
After last episode, I don't think reunions are gonna last long. This guy's still
Very
alive?
much like to see. I know the look of a doomed man. I must warn
Gotta
you,
be tempting.
if you take this path, they will despise you. Love and legacy are the sacrifices we make for progress. It's why I parted ways with Heimerdinger.
Oh, okay. Used to work with Heimerdinger. Oh,
Jace will understand. Perhaps.
I don't know. Jace is losing his understanding as the days go by. I'm also pretty sure I covered that scientist is singed. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be singed. I really don't know that much about League, but I do recognize a few of a good number of the champions. I don't know lore or abilities or too much else though.
This border shutdown has people agitated.
They should be.
I know,
It's an explosive. I tried taking it apart and it nearly killed me.
Talk about it later.
Whoever built it knows exactly what they're doing. This and Shimmer. It's hard to believe what they're capable of.
Is that what's really bothering you?
He was my mentor, Mel. And I betrayed him.
Everything you said about him was true. My family cast me out, and yet part of me still loves them.
And she's so manipulative.
Harbinger will understand eventually. It's your time now, Jace.
You're the one that's gonna understand eventually.
First, I have to save Victor.
Where is he?
I don't know. He disappeared. He does that sometimes. No sign of Caitlin either.
The Kiraman girl?
It's just... never mind.
Hey, we'll get through this.
It is kind of interesting how up until this point in the series, they haven't really crossed paths yet. I think one of the most interesting characters has got to be Marcus, right? Not exactly sure what direction he's going to take.
I've had enough headaches.
It didn't sound like a request. Where are you going?
I need to find Jinx.
Sir,
What?
I got more in common with cave lice than Jinx. But let's just say I didn't always see eye to eye with my old man.
And
She'll come to you when she's ready.
There's truth in that. That's actually not bad, Sweetie. Not bad. Of course, everything I have to say about that would be anecdotal, but I think a lot of people, especially those in their 20s, late 20s, mid 20s, 30s, or whatever, people that are grown adults at this point, a lot of us went through a stage in our lives where we didn't necessarily see eye to eye with our parents. Maybe we still don't. And I know Jinx isn't quite there yet. I know she's probably nowhere close. But as we age and mature, we kind of go back and really think and consider our relationships with our parents. And I think it is true that eventually we do sort of come back to them and forgive them. I've been thinking about how Jace is eventually going to cross paths with people like Vi, and I think it's probably going to be through Caitlyn, considering Jace and Caitlyn are somewhat close. Jace has already had like a half run-in with Jinx, considering she stole the Hextech crystals, so maybe that's another avenue that they could meet. Having Ekko with the Firelights join in through the story also is nice, but it also complicates things a little bit more. Vi and Caitlyn sort of work together, but Caitlyn's from Piltover, Vi doesn't like people from Piltover, Ekko especially seems to not like people from Piltover. The whole opening music video was sort of like a rebellious take down the enforcers vibe, you know. Yeah, that's just how they framed it. Jace from the head of the Piltover Council would probably be the last person Vi and especially Ekko would ever want to align with, so I think there's going to be some friction just based on identity, on who people are and which side they want to join. Then you also have someone like Marcus, where you're going to end up wondering where he's going to fall in all of this, because he's on Silco's side, but he's also part of Piltover, but he doesn't want to be on Silco's side anymore, but there's the blackmail aspect of everything. Will he turn over and start to help Vi and Caitlyn? Probably not, but I could also see that being an option. He's in a war with his conscience, because at this point, he knows he's doing things wrong. He's a passionate guy, but he also has his family to look after now, too. I guess what I'm trying to say is that the sides are already pretty messy, but once everybody meets up properly, once goals and aspirations and motives kind of start to intermingle with each other, things are going to get even more complicated. And I didn't even really get to cover anything with Victor yet. Victor with his shimmer, I assume he's going to take it, but the whole Arcane thing speaking to Victor, a lot of different things are going to happen, so much so that I can't even really theorize, but I don't know. I'm trying to picture myself being in Victor's situation. He knew he didn't have much time to live. He didn't really know the true horrors of Shimmer, which I don't think he does, to be fair. I can definitely see him taking it, or understanding why, or trying to justify it in some way or another, and I don't think he's actually wrong for that either, which might seem a little bit strange to say. But nevertheless, a shimmered up Victor could definitely pose some problems. Especially because we've seen Shimmer mixed with mechanical parts like Savika and her arm. What is Victor going to be capable of creating, especially with all his science knowledge and stuff? He could end up being pretty terrifying.
I didn't lose her.
Yeah, I wonder how this is going to affect her trauma. Make it worse.
She was there for me, not the enforcer. Oh, she's just some stupid topsider. Ah!
Ow, is she stapling herself? Jesus. It's like a metaphor for her masochism. How unhealthy she is with how she copes with everything. What's with the bugs? We've seen those before, haven't we? Always shooting things that fly. Gotta be meaning in that too.
Is that a real tree?
Pretty cool.
This is
huh?
sick.
When I first saw it, I knew this was the place. If a single seed can make it down here, so could we.
You built all this?
Not alone. After Vander died, Silco flooded the lanes with shimmer. He didn't care what it did to people. Everyone here was an addict or a victim.
I should have been there. For you. For everyone.
That's a good way to drive yourself crazy. If I just went with you that day,
I've been saying that since the
maybe none of
beginning.
this would have happened.
He takes on so much responsibility for himself.
Changed.
Powder's gone, Vi. All that's left is Jinx, and she belongs to
You're
Silco.
wrong. She's still in there. I can reach her.
You can't.
I'm so back and forth on that. I think they're both
I know
right.
my sister.
Your sister works for him not because she has to,
Oh, they're
because she wants to. I'm sorry, but that's who she is now.
we're spray painting the girl that got killed. Airship raid. Yeah, Vi doesn't seem the type to accept that Powder's gone though. I really don't see this getting through to her. What you doing here, Victor?
Thank you for alerting me, Sheriff.
Not a problem, Counselor.
Jace, what is this? Do you have any idea how this looks? I order a blockade and my own partner violates it.
You ordered this?
Why? There are people down there who seem hell-bent on destroying us. What were you doing?
I was consulting a friend about our quandary. I told you I knew someone.
Well, you didn't say they were from the Undercity.
What difference does that make?
Oh, Jace, man.
They're dangerous.
I'm from the Undercity.
Yeah, exactly. You're so out of line,
I've had a lot on
Jace.
my plate. Was your friend able to help?
No. No, he said nature was resistant to this sort of tampering.
All right, we'll keep at it.
It's so conflicting because obviously he's not a bad person, but he's just foolish, to say the least. He's easily influenced. We'll put it that way. By his surroundings, Darda, things he sees, he just takes them at face value and doesn't think about further.
This wild attack in the heart of Piltover. Now the border is closing.
For being such an intelligent guy, he doesn't have that much introspection, it seems like.
His dreams of rebellion. He's losing control.
Isn't that one of the guys in the band? Or am I
He should
tripping?
be. Ever since your stunt topside, profits have been plummeting.
He's right. Merchandise is frozen at the border. Topsiders are too afraid to cross.
Where I see it, we should cut a deal and give back the gemstone. Better to have some trade than none at all.
The border issue is temporary.
I like his
Jinx will
fit.
deal with it.
Rumor is, you dogs are for leash. How are you meant to bring Piltover to heel if you can't handle your own people? Huh?
What's that?
You don't recognize it. Have you forgotten where we came from? The mines they had us in? Air so thick it clogged your throat. I gave you life. Purpose. But you've grown fat and complacent.
Is he not gonna give it to him?
Too much time in the sun.
Keep coughing in his face, maybe I'll give it to you.
We came from a world where there was never enough to go round. Thin. That is why we fight. Do you remember?
Please.
Pretty cruel.
Please.
Okay. Oh, there's...
Don't forget again.
Been, choking. Might have reminded Silco of him drowning, maybe. He gave him this look. Almost like pity. That's how I took it.
Good meeting.
Yeah, I mean, that's one way to get people to listen to you. I'll give him that. Thinking back to episode 3 and what Silco said then, if there's two things he values in the world, it's loyalty and respect. To be more specific, he demands the loyalty of his followers, and he wants to gain the respect of the topsiders through basically any means necessary. I think this meeting was a pretty potent representation of that. We know Silco can be cruel, and the most cruel we've seen him are the people that just aren't loyal to him, Vander included. I mean, right or wrong, Silco is fighting for a cause that he very clearly believes in. And of course he is wrong in most of the things he's doing. His adamancy on his goals is so, I don't know, it's almost praiseworthy. It demands respect. If you are someone that follows Silco's ideals, it wouldn't be hard to imagine that you would end up following him. Of course, there are a lot of really good characters in the show, but I think because of these reasons, Silco is probably one of my favorite. Let me know how you feel about him.
This threat from the Undercity is drawing attention. Piltover looks vulnerable.
It's gonna push them into action.
Too soon. Jace isn't ready.
Take it easy. Yeah, not a good look for you. Ekko's probably on the fence about you.
Done with Vi. Listen, let her go. I brought her here. It's me you want.
My hero.
You're... But I thought they were hurting you.
Vi tells me I can trust you. You get a pass back topside, that's it. Let's go.
Caitlin's gonna end up seeing... Oh.
Let me help you with that.
That's creepy.
Where have you been, Jinx?
Oh, you know. Here, there.
I'm gonna say that Caitlin's gonna see Vi's value.
Guess what?
She knows everybody,
They're
it seems.
not all dead.
I can explain.
Don't move, silly. I might hurt you.
I didn't know. Marcus never told me she was in Stillwater.
Jesus.
You found out she came back. You lied.
I wanted to protect you.
From what?
She and the Enforcer are back for the crystal. Not for you. Have you forgotten how she left you? Who found you? Who cared for you? Gave you a home? I am your family. Everyone else betrays us. I need you. Now more than ever.
Oh man. Just burying it deeper and deeper, just making it so much harder on her. As awful as it is, pretty convincing for her. Because I don't feel like he was lying to her. I feel like he genuinely believes what he said to her. He feels his own way. He feels that way about what Vander did to him.
If your people had your way, it'd be rubble and ash.
It's a misunderstanding. They think you work for Silco.
Your people hunt us. Like animals. Silco pays them to do it.
That's not possible. You're wrong.
Say that one more time.
Ekko, she believes what she's saying, okay? She's not your enemy.
Oh yeah? Then what's this?
You got it. You have to let me take that back. With this, someone with the right knowledge could build any Hextech device. If enforcers are becoming more...
That's dangerous information to tell him.
That's why.
We could beat Silco with this.
That won't solve things.
Easy for you to say. Your people aren't dying all around you.
Oh man, it kind of goes back to what happens at the
It's
episode
wrong what's
1.
been done to you.
Cycle of violence.
You'd be well within your rights to keep it. I couldn't blame you. But if you do, this cycle of violence will never stop.
Perfect.
This is our best shot at setting the record straight.
This is a really hard choice for him.
I'm the one who gives it to them.
Ekko's a little bit more on board than I thought he would be.
It's been suggested that they may have found a way to utilize the gemstone. If we are to assume the worst, that would mean they've turned it into a weapon.
Well, do we know this for certain?
We can't afford to wait to find out.
Wait,
Oh.
what are you suggesting?
Yeah, wait. Oh no, they're gonna ruin it. They're gonna ruin it.
You want us to build weapons?
Absolutely not. That is not why we invented Hextech.
We would shatter any attempt at peace.
What was Heimerdinger saying?
Action is what brought
What's
us
that?
here. You said so yourself. The peace is already
Something about warmongering mages
I'm only
trying to escape them?
prepared to defend your people. If we're lucky, we'll never need to use it. The decision is yours.
Are you gonna let the councilacy decide for you, buddy? Please listen to Victor. Please. I know he's not, because Jace
Ridiculous. You cannot be considering this.
is not making good decisions lately.
She's right. Are we just gonna stand by while they attack us?
We're scientists, not soldiers.
We have the knowledge to defend ourselves.
We agreed Hextech was to improve lives, not to take them.
We may not have a choice.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Blows up, kills them both. Let's roll.
There is always a choice.
And pause. Actually, rewind it a bit. This moment when Victor was defusing the grenade, he almost seemed to hesitate. I didn't fully catch this when watching for the first time, but I actually think this moment was pretty significant. We all know by now that Arcane has some seriously dark themes, but one that's repeated, and I'll note this one more time before the episode ends, but it's the theme of suicide. Now keep in mind this might be a bit of a reach, but to me, in this moment, Victor almost honestly considers letting this grenade go off and taking him and Jace out. I mean, just think about it. He's a dying man with little time left, and he's also trying to make the difficult choice about what to do with the shimmer. And if he did let it go off, it may prevent the Hextech weapons from ever even being made. But Victor cares about his legacy. He wants to be remembered, and he's shown many times again that he cares a lot about his impact on the world. It seems to me that this is the moment Victor decided he really wants to live, which is why after this moment he delivers that powerful line that there is always a choice. Victor, the good guy all along. Yeah, I feel like they're gonna mess it up. Ekko's giving them a chance. He's trusting what's gonna happen with the Topsiders, you know, gonna go meet them. Something's gonna happen to give them the wrong idea. Ekko's gonna get burned, wanna go to war with them. Everybody just fights. This is just gonna go so wrong. This is something to do with what Medarda got sent.
What are they? We call them Firelights. Never
Oh.
seen so many, though.
Very pretty. Ah, shit, dude. What's gonna happen? It's building. Speaking of coming back to your parents.
I'm worried I have to do something I never thought I would.
What you doing? Oh, he carved the runes into himself. This doesn't look good. Pretty cool animation there. I like how they do switch up the animation style occasionally. I'm not like a super artsy person, so it's not something I talk about visuals too much because it's kind of redundant. It always looks good, but I do appreciate the style shifts at times. Freshens it up. This is the bridge, which the violence took place in that first episode, if I believe. If it's the same bridge, it is.
Bye.
I can't leave her again.
You can't change her.
I have to try. It's been real, Cupcake. Thanks for everything.
It's not the last you're gonna see of each other, I have a feeling. Oh no. It's creepy.
Shut up. It's just a goodbye hug.
Actually,
She wouldn't do that. Not again.
wonder if Jinx is gonna recognize Ekko standing.
What the hell is this?
Sir, I have proof. Silco's behind everything.
Yeah, he knows. God, what's he gonna do?
Show me.
No. Shit.
This is where it's all gonna go wrong. This is where it's all gonna go wrong. What's... oh no. It's okay, that sounded like it hit metal. Marcus is doing what he has to do to protect his daughter, I understand, but...
I told you to leave this alone.
wake up call for you too, isn't it, Caitlin? But what's with this? You just like explode. Oh! They actually exploded. What? They're like, are they mechanical? I was just joking. Okay. He's fine. Yeah. Although his faith in anything topside is just gone at this point. It's like in a video game whenever two teams fight each other and everybody's like dead or like one straggler left and you just kind of come in third party them, take all the loot. It's Jinx right now.
Don't mind.
What did she just shoot?
Tell my daughter.
Wait, really? Well, that's kind of sad. I know he wasn't like the best guy or anything. He was coming through. Hey, take it easy. Oh. Oh, hell yeah. I'm so confused who she shot then. Alright, let's see it, Ekko. Dude, this is so sick. He's got the whole keyblade there. What's going on with that? We're gonna get an Ekko Jinx fight. They have background, they have history with each other.
Oh, look who it is. The boy savior.
You might actually resent him for being the one that guided them to their house or whatever. Music video time? Seems so. The only thing I know about Ekko from the game is he has something to do with like time control, I think. All right, this is different. This is so bizarre but stylish. There's the crow again. What does the pocket watch do, I wonder? It affects the... You just like see the future or something to know how to dodge the bullets? That was cool. Oh no. He's gonna hesitate and get killed. Uh-oh. Please. Yeah. Dude. Oh. Please. Don't do that. He's fine. He's fine. Gotta be fine. That we're going back into denial. She's fine too. This shot is actually what I was referring to earlier when I said I was going to come back to the idea of suicide. I just noticed while editing that Jinx actually has Vi written on her neck. It's actually written twice, one from the ashes from the explosion and the other from her choker. Again, this is a bit of a reach, so forgive me if I'm taking this too far, but with all of the things that Jinx went through at the end of this episode, especially with her trauma kicking in again, the whole scene almost makes it look like she committed suicide while crying for her sister, with the scream still stuck in her throat. I'm gonna rewind again. Oh. No, he's fine. Guys, stop it. Dude, stop it. Stop it. He's fine. Well, yet another fun, happy, upbeat episode where nothing goes wrong, nobody dies, and everybody lives. Except for Marcus, I guess. I can concede that one. It's kind of disappointing that Marcus died, if I'm honest. I really wanted to see more of him. I really wanted to see him have like a full turnaround, but he was kind of manipulated by his emotions at the start of the story, used by Silco, and pretty much used all the way up into his death. He never really got that sort of retribution that he had been kind of imagining himself having. But I guess that's just how life is. That's just how things go. Not everybody gets the heroic retribution. Not everybody gets their full story. Is it really so wrong for a man to do what he has to do to protect his daughter, even if it's a wrong thing to do? I mean, yes, it's still wrong, but it's kind of hard to blame him, no? What I'm wondering is if anybody in particular sent the Firelights to the bridge to cause them to explode like that. Vi said that there's a lot of Firelights nearby, or she said something like, I've never seen this many in one place before. So maybe somebody was controlling them, or maybe they just were following Ekko. I don't really know what to make of that, but it seems that somebody saved them. I don't think it was Jinx. Jinx had no control over that. It could have been Ekko, maybe? I also really like Ekko's character. He was really cool throughout the entire episode. It was a little bit tropey that he stopped beating up Powder just for her to like self-destruct or whatever. I think that's like a thing that happens a lot in TV shows, is where someone has that moment where they hesitate and then they get punished for it. It's a real thing, don't get me wrong, and he's perfectly valid for hesitating. I mean, this is a girl that he grew up with, that he probably, I believe he had feelings for her, if I'm getting that right. So obviously he's gonna hesitate. There's no real like, it's not like bad writing or anything. That's not what I'm trying to get at. It's just unfortunate, and it would be really, really sad to see him have died because of something like that. But the fact that they didn't show his body makes me like 95% sure he's still alive. A lot of also cool and interesting discussions with him and Caitlyn about the cycle of violence. I thought it was funny that I kind of called it out right before she said it. So I know a big theme of the show is duality, but another one is definitely about cycles. This episode was definitely pretty on the nose about that, especially at the end with them going back to the bridge, running into the enforcers, Ekko's whole mentality about wanting to fight fire with fire, create a weapon just to fight them, and then Jace wants to create a weapon as well. It just seems like everything is kind of going back to square one. At least that's the direction that it's heading in. I'm glad we have somebody like Caitlyn to kind of call it out, even though she's kind of ignorant in that she doesn't know everything. She doesn't know how deep the corruption runs. She's at least good for calling that out to Ekko. How Ekko will feel about the top side going forward after this, but I think at least he'll probably still trust Caitlyn because she obviously didn't know. He could assume as much, considering she almost got shot too. Another really fantastic episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you for the next one.